it going, everybody? Welcome back. Oh, it is a chilly Sunday afternoon, and I say chilly, it's not really cold, it's just colder than I'm used to. But anyway, it is still a glorious riding day, so sit back, relax, let me take the wheel for a bit, and let's go for a ride. Woo! Well, it is a very chilly Sunday, and I can't complain though, because it is still actually glorious riding day, regardless of the fact my legs were getting a little cool when I first started off today, but now that it's gotten into the afternoon, they're actually doing pretty good. And it is awesome, actually, to be out finally after such a rainy week and a long work week. Oh, it was raining, and I'm surprised these trails are dry, actually, to be honest with you. I don't know what kind of rain it got over here in this area, but around where I was, it was pouring all week. It was like rainstorms, showers, stuff like that, and it was cool. Actually, it was warm, and then it got cold. I was like in a t-shirt beginning of the week, and then it went to really cold. Today we're like in the 50s, but still a really nice day. Really is nice, and glad to be finally back out again. God, I don't know how I'm going to survive this winter. Barely a week went by. Since the last video I put out, I haven't really ridden anything, and I usually sneak out and do some stuff, and just this week alone, I was so antsy to get back out on the bike. I don't know how I'm going to make it through this winter. I'm going to find something good to do, but I don't know. You know, video games and playing online during the winter only go so far with me. I do love my video games though. They're a lot of fun, but not the same as getting out, I can tell you. I'm an outdoors kid back in the day. That's what I did. I played in the outdoors. Can't replace it for me, you know. But man, I do love me some technology, and actually something new I'm trying, which is very simplistic. Most people have this app on your phone or something. Because I am so bad at remembering things, I am now started to write down in a little notepad app things of which I wish to talk about maybe in the next moto vlog or something. I've been writing stuff down and things of that nature finally, instead of going, don't worry, I'll remember that, you know. I won't. I know I won't now, because I've forgotten so many topics and things I wanted to say. By now it's not even funny, but now I started writing stuff down. So far okay, I have one thing written down. All right, it's a work in progress. All right. Yeah, so one of the bigger topics I thought of during the week that I finally wrote down, which is the only one I actually wrote down, was basically accessories and reviews on accessories. I obviously, per my name, have bought quite a few pieces of gear, accessories, and other things. And I used to be very compulsive to just buy stuff, you know, based upon thinking it looked cool or that it was a pretty neat product, and I wanted to try it out. But on various different hobbies I have, by the way, I've done it many times, and it's like hit or miss when you do that. You know, I've actually run into a few times where the products were just horrible, and when you put your money on a product and you know it ends up being not what you thought, it's very tough. You know, that's, you know, because you had your hopes up for it, it seemed cool, and then all of a sudden you realize it's not what you wanted, or it fails when you really don't want it to fail, you know. And that's a bit of a problem for a lot of products out there, where it looks really neat, it's kind of cool, it's a good price, and then you buy it and it turns out to be nowhere near what you thought it was going to be. And I try to start looking into reviews, but in reviews they can also be quite, you know, inaccurate, we'll say, you know. A lot of people, you gotta look at who's doing the review. If it's someone putting out a video or talking about it that has to do with the company, say a very known company was to put out a review, show you a product, and are they getting paid to show you this product? Were they giving this product for free to show you? Or is it actually the company themselves, person doing the review or showing you this product? Because if they are, they're going to tell you a really lot of cool stuff about it, and they're not going to actually give you all of the good with the bad. They're just going to tell you everything that's great about it. It's going to be catered towards showing you the best of it, and you're going to think the product is great, and then you're going to realize later on there's some problems with it. Now, there's also haters out there that just hate company products, and without even owning it will give it a review or give like a comment about a product, how much it sucks, without ever even having it. They're out there. They do that. I don't know why, but that can also scare you away from a product that's really good. Maybe it's a really well-priced product. Like a helmet, for one. That's a big issue. And people tell you about products like being just horrible because they're cheap. You get what you pay for. It's like, not really. Not always. Sometimes you can find a really good deal on a helmet, like the one I have right now. Really good rated helmet. I mean, it's got, I wouldn't say rated helmet, so it's a really good quality helmet made by a really good company, and it was really low priced. And from what I understand, it's, I mean, not that I want to test how well it will work. It actually is a good helmet to have. And this is an HGC older helmet. I actually probably got to get a new helmet soon because the padding and everything getting a little looser. I've had this helmet for years, but I usually just buy stuff because it's not even worn out. I'll just buy new stuff. I don't know. That's what I do. But no, you look at a lot of products out there. It doesn't have to be expensive to be good. It's just when you look at a lot of the reviews, I try to play some rules when I'm watching stuff like videos on products. Is who's doing it, what are their credentials for what they're doing, because that can be important. Like if there's someone you're looking at an install video, like some of the stuff I've done, I tell you, I am not a professional at doing this stuff. This is just me going through the steps, and you can kind of tell from what I'm doing how easy or hard it is. Like if a professional is doing it, they make everything look easy. And some people do like major cutscenes. As much as it's boring to watch a full video of someone installing something, it is actually helpful to see it going on the bike fully, and you can understand how difficult or easy something is to do. And I try to bring that to it. And it's really a big important part, I think, of watching a review is who the hell's doing it. Did they get the product for free? Because even if they're not, getting paid to do a review, but if someone handed me something for free and told me to do a review on it, I would be in a different mindset because I didn't have to pay for it. If someone handed me a new tire for the bike, all right? If I had to do absolutely no work whatsoever to put this tire on, I would probably have a different opinion about it versus if I had to go through the expense of buying it, then mounting it and doing everything, depending on if you can mount it yourself or if you have someone else mount it. It's going to be a big deal, I think, versus, someone who just gets everything for nothing. Because you got to think differently of it. I truly believe that. Also, never actually trying anything different. That's a whole other problem. I can tell you the tire combination I have is great, but it's the only other tires I've ever had except for the originals, and no one really likes the original tires that are on it. I wore them right out. I didn't really find them to be too bad, but these tires right now, I can tell you are the greatest, but then who knows? They're not really the greatest, and they're depending on what you're actually trying to do, is going to determine how good they are. So there's a lot of things to consider when you're watching reviews for things, and that's a big thing. That's what I could, if anything I could tell you is that really pay attention to who's talking about something and what people are doing with the product, because that's, how they've tested it, how long they've had it for, it's big. It's the big factor in when you're looking for stuff. So anyways, I know I'm not telling anybody anything new. Probably you've done it too. If you're anything like me though, you have a compulsiveness to buy new things here and there that you think look cool and awesome, but yeah, just tone it down a bit, start looking around, look at reviews. Eventually you come up with a pretty good process in which determining if something's really good or not, and you get an idea of also how things work. That's a big thing. If you have no idea how something's supposed to work, you really got to start talking to people about it, because you can get duped over pretty quickly on something like that, because it's kind of tough to really know what you're buying when you know nothing about it. So it's a lot of reviews, a lot of work, but if you're really into the sport, it's actually kind of fun to learn about new stuff, and I do enjoy it, and it stops me from buying stuff that's crap. But every once in a while, you're still gonna find something that it's not good, or also, it's a good thing that if something really wasn't good to start with, check it back about it. A couple of years later, they might redo something that looked really cool, something you really wanted. But if you researched it and maybe there was a lot of defaults or defects with it, I should say, and that's stuff that, you know, may have been changed over the years. So don't just count a product out too that may not be good now, but could get better later on. And if the price is right, you know, could be something you might want to get later. But you know, just if it's not going to be good and it's crappy, there's no point in paying any amount of money for something if it's just not going to do what it's supposed to do. And that's my biggest problem. Again, I compulsively buy everything, and just kind of putting like a reminder out there for you guys to really pay attention to what you're getting, because especially out in the off-roading world, if it fails on you and it's an important part, it's not going to be too good out here in the trails. There's a lot of walking involved getting your shit back. But anyhow, you guys have a good day. I think I'm going to try, I don't know if it's going to work out or not, try to hook up with another person here and ride around for a bit and have some fun today as much as I can, because it's another work week coming up. We're all in this together. We'll make it. So you all have a great day. Hope you guys got out and had some fun, as always. Make sure you stick with the Gear Junky initiative. Try to get someone out there riding. The more we get, the stronger we become. And glorious riding is still to come. Have a great one, guys. I met up with, it's Mark. Mark is a guy I met with him and his girlfriend Kathy on a ZJ Motovlog ride, the last one, and we've been going through the trail for a little bit. Pretty cool. You meet up with people all the time. You know, get out there, ride, have some fun, meet up with new people. It's always a good time. All right, everybody, I'm out of here.